Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gersh1, and we continue the Space Marine Saturday and Sunday as we talk about the Death Watch. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K lore videos every single day. If you have any suggestions for topics, please comment down below. And if you enjoy our content, thank our patrons on Patreon. Link in the description if you guys want to support us. But with that said, let's get into 40 facts on how the Death Watch trains in the hunting grounds. Watch Fortress Erioch is the most infamous Imperial fortified installation under the command of the Xeno-hunting Space Marines known as the Death Watch. Not only serving as a bastion within the dangerous Jericho Reach, Watch Fortress Erioch is the command center, armory, training facility, and archive of the Death Watch. This massive space fortress holds an unfathomable amount of space, and within its winding corridors, there are many places in which the Battle Brothers of the Death Watch may hone their skills and temper their spirits. There are huge ranges housed in vast chambers where live fire exercises and marksmanship drills can be performed in environments ranging from tangled ruins to liquid-filled tunnels or even the chill of hard vacuum. Alongside these are hundreds of smaller melee and exercise chambers where new skills with blade, fist, and body can be passed from battle brother to battle brother. Numerous clusters of armored fighting cages exist where battle brothers can test the skills of their arms against each other. There are also libraries filled with tactical treaties, past mission logs, and spiritual texts for the edification of a battle brother's mental faculties. For those Space Marines who are psychically gifted librarians, there are specialized warded and shielded cantries for a psyker to sharpen his own unique gifts in the Emperor's service. In addition to these places that hone a warrior's mind and body, there are sanctuaries in which Space Marines can armor their souls. These scattered sanctums are often centered on the tombs of a fallen Death Watch battle brother, and are reached by a long and tangled journey into the fortress's depths. Amid the silent waft of incense, the Death Watch meditate on their duty and observe the traditions of their home chapter. Many of these small devotional shrines hold banners and relics given as a mark of honor by chapters whose brethren have died as part of the Death Watch. One of the Watch Fortress's largest training zone is known as the Hunting Grounds. It is here that the Battle Brothers of the Death Watch hone their skills against a plethora of unrestrained Xeno creatures. Captured and dragged into the fortress, these aliens are brought in by the Master of the Hunt, who specializes in training the Astarte warriors on how to prey on those who preyed on mankind for centuries. The hunting grounds have gradually grown to fill multiple levels of the fortress, forming an ever more important part of the Death Watch training and devotional facilities of Erioch. Their construction first began some 4 Terran centuries ago, at the order of Watch Captain Praskus. Praskus had perceived a certain lack of readiness in kill teams being sent into the field. In his eyes, they lacked sufficient opportunity to train together in varied environments. By the nature of its work, a kill team might find itself fighting in scorching deserts one day and reeking jungles the next. Equally, they might have crushing gravity, hard vacuum, toxic atmospheres, or 1,000 other exotic environmental challenges to overcome with little preparation. The transitions were sometimes difficult for newly arrived battle brothers working together for the first time, and clearly it incurred unnecessary difficulties and even casualties. It was a tricky matter to address among proud warriors of a dozen different backgrounds, each feeling that they bore the honor of their own chapter on their shoulders. Some watch captains would tackle the issue head-on, and called upon the Battle Brothers to remember their duty and their oath to strive harder. But Praskus knew that such a course could sow the seeds of resentment later on. So Praskus decided it would challenge no one's honor for a lack of preparedness if he instead chose to celebrate the hunting traditions of some of his battle brothers. He had a number of large cargo bays converted into reproductions of rugged planetary environments, and took to leading hunts through them against dangerous Xenos released from the bestiarium. Thus, under the guise of sport and honor, Praskus became the first master of the hunt, training his team to hunt together with practice and zeal through frozen hells, fiery deserts, and high waters equally well. Long after Praskus's tenure as a watch captain had passed, the hunting grounds remained in operation, falling into disuse for a few decades at a time before being reopened again. Later watch commanders of the fortress had expanded the grounds further, sometimes with sections mimicking the environment of their own homeworld, or increasingly depicting the worlds of the Jericho Reach. Master of the Vigil Jarax of the Black Templars ordered giant sealed vessels to be built so that the Battle Brothers could practice their arts under every conceivable trial of the void. The towering vaults he created can be configured using Fortress technology to mimic any environment, from the vacuum of the void to the crushing pressures of a giant star. Watch Captain Madsen cause several vessels to be modified by having ship corridors and xenolabyrinths painstakingly recreated for the exercise of Kill Team close assault tactics. Jirax Irie, a 3,800-meter vertical vessel, has so far been kept empty for the exercise of zero gravity and terminal velocity combat techniques. Within the last standard century, the hunting grounds have become fully integrated into Deathwatch training dogma at Watch Fortress Erioch, and expand even further. Vast halls have been reconfigured into exact replicas of the native environments of selected xenospecies. Here, Deathwatch battle brothers stalk nightmarish aliens beneath holographic skies to learn of their tricks and traps in their native realms. In such places, the battle brothers can truly hone their skills as they await the call of battle. The current master of the hunt is an ancient and grizzled battle brother of the White Scar Space Marine chapter named Master Kwajutai. Master Kwajutai refuses to discuss his age, but most believe that the battered old White Scar's days are closer to their end than their beginning. Already a highly decorated veteran, when most of the battle brothers aboard the watch stations were yet mortal men, he has a tendency to speak even to the most senior members of the Death Watch as if they were the greenest neophytes of the Death Company. This behavior is tolerated due to his rank, his age, and the great respect many, even the watch commander, hold for this old master. The hunting grounds will soon be passed over to a new master of the hunt, a veteran of the Death Watch who is responsible for maintaining the facility and keeping it stocked with xenospecimen. He will be given the honor of working with the Fortress Forge Master to keep the numerous arcane mechanisms of the complex operating and possibly add new training chambers to the hunting ground. And those were 40 facts on the hunting grounds of the Death Watch. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a quick video. Thank our patrons on Patreon. It is because of them that we can do this. Link in the description if you guys want to support us. We're going to say that every single day, just because our patrons are the reason that we can do this. So thank them, and thank you if you want to support us. If you guys have any other suggestions for Space Marine lore, please comment down below. I hope you guys are enjoying the Saturday, Sunday Space Marine lore days. Make any suggestions from a Space Marine chapter to Grey Knights to whatever specific lore you guys would like us to talk about. When it comes to the Space Marines, please comment down below or make the suggestion down in the comment section below. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate signing out.
Oh, if you could put my